In the deep dark hills of eastern Kentucky, man, the natural beauty out here just keeps coming. Just cruising down the highway. Look at this. Stunning.
In 1964, the president at the time, Lyndon B. Johnson, launched his War on Poverty. He planned to roll out programs that focused on education, healthcare, housing, and job training. In late April 1964, President Johnson stopped by Inez, Kentucky, in order to try to highlight the dire conditions in Appalachia and galvanize public support for his poverty alleviation efforts. Now, 61 years after his widely publicized visit, I went there to see for myself how things are going in Inez, Kentucky in 2025.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Well, I have to apologize because I lied to you all, although it was not intentional. I planned to only make 8 stops on my Appalachia tour, but yet here we are, stop number 9, Inez, Kentucky in the far east. We're out here in Appalachia. Now this is a really small town, but it's pretty old. This area was settled over 200 years ago, and the town has been official for about 150 years. We are in Martin County, Kentucky, and this town, while it's tiny, I mean, we're talking a population of like 500 something people, and a good chunk of those are not gonna live in town. They're gonna live somewhere back in those hills. But despite the fact that it's such a small place, it has some interesting historical points that I want to cover in this video, and I want to tell you all a little bit about the story of Inez. Now, the name of the town is pretty interesting, Inez. Where would they come up with a name like that? Well, this town was actually named after the daughter of a postmaster way back when, and now it still carries her name. Out here in Appalachia, I've been doing a lot of driving, passed through a lot of towns, and I've stopped in a lot of towns. And this is a common sight. Local motels and local inns that have just closed, and now they're just sitting here to rot. Case in point, Inez Motel. Now, if we're to believe this sign, there should be quite a few businesses over here, okay? Main Street Cinemas, we've got an arcade, fitness center, and so on. So let's go check it out and see which of these places are still open. I love it out here. You're never far away from the mountains, anywhere you look. Well, wait a second. Maybe this theater's actually open. Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie poster, Final Destination, The Last Rodeo, and Lilo and Stitch. These are all recent movies, so I'm guessing this place is open. Of course, they're going to be closed today because of the holiday. Everything's closed.
She didn't do it, sir.
I think she did it. I saw her do it.
I think
Yeah.
she did.
I saw her throw a bubblegum wrapper on the ground. I think there's a $500 fine for that, man.
That's my money home.
Are you all locals by any chance?
Used to be. We're born and raised here.
Now, this group of folks that I bumped into, other than having the prettiest girl in town with them, sorry, but it's gotta be true, also seemed to be the nicest people around. We hit it off right from the start, and they literally treated me like family. Even invited me to spend some more time with them and have a meal together. Our conversation was private, and out of respect for that, I don't want to air it out to the whole world. But it was such a nice chat, and I'm so lucky I bumped into them. It turns out that they are affiliated with a group that is doing amazing work in the region, an organization called ARO, Appalachia Reach Out, which is helping people in that area as well as other areas in need with various aspects of life, including addiction recovery support, education, work and repair, as well as trying to spread the good word. And I promised them that I would help promote that organization here in this video. I'll put a link to their website in the video description below, and I encourage you to please at least look at it. They are doing amazing things and changing lives. This is not a paid shout out. This is just me trying to show such a special region some love and contribute something positive to them, and to try to repay some of the kindness that the folks out there showed me. If you do decide to contribute or get involved, please make sure to tell them that Chopsticks and Trains sent you. That's my only request. I just came in the local gas station to get some coffee because everything else is closed, and I was just informed that Oliver Anthony, who I'm sure a lot of you all know,
He actually came here to Inez and was on the show just a few days ago. Oh, wow. And I just met a local guy here who I was chatting with. And so what's your name, man?
Johnny Jude.
And are you from here locally?
Yes, lived here all my life.
And in this kind of town with only like 500 something people, what do people do like in their free time? Just
ride side by sides.
Oh, really? That's the main thing?
That's about all everybody does.
And did you check out that Oliver Anthony show when he came to town?
No, I was actually out of town.
Oh, shoot.
Then he put on a big Veterans Day ride. There's like 75 and 100 side by sides went on it.
Cool. Well, man, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoy the day. Yeah, these houses look very nice. Everybody that I've talked to here has been so friendly, personable. So I don't know what this place would have been like before President Johnson came here in the 60s and declared a war on poverty. And I know people are still struggling out here. There just aren't the jobs out here. But as far as a little tiny town, it's pretty nice. Nice homes, nice vehicles. They've maintained the town really well. So for all you guys out there that thought Appalachia was just backwoods, like poverty stricken, nobody's got any money, look at that house and look at all those cars. There's plenty of people doing fine out here. Now, of course, there's a lot of people not doing fine. But this place, this entire region gets an unfair reputation. And there's a lot of ignorance because it seems like everybody's curious about this region. You know, it's the topic of movies, the topic of stories. And granted, it does make a good setting for stuff like that. But it always portrays this area in a really negative and backwards way. And that's just not the full picture. Inez is just a little speck on the map. It's a kind of place where even people in the same state of Kentucky have never heard of. But when you look over here, the facilities are surprisingly nice. Now we're getting to the good stuff. The old part of town. I mean, some of these buildings are probably like 150 years old. Government center here, an old school courthouse just up there. Apparently, there are 3 courthouses in this tiny town of like 500 some odd people. 3 courthouses. I mean, Inez, how many courthouses do you really need? All right, so the young lady I was just talking to, the one that told me about Oliver Anthony playing here, said I would see a stage between 2 buildings over here next to the courthouse. That must be it right there. I bet this place was packed because Oliver Anthony, I mean, I'm not his biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of his music, but you can't deny that the guy's popular. He's got a huge following. Courthouse Square. Courthouse, 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 courthouse. This must be a thing in Appalachia. I saw this in Pikeville too. A little alleyway type of thing with umbrellas hanging. I wonder what the deal is with that. Now, like I mentioned, Inez is in Martin County. So let's see how this place was named, okay? For Colonel John P. Martin, born in Virginia in 1811. He came to Kentucky in 1828. State House of Representatives, 1841 to 43, U.S. Congress, blah, blah, blah. Delegate from state at large to Democratic National Convention, 1856, so on and so forth. Floyd County citizen for 17 years. He died there in 1862 at the age of 51. I think the places that I've seen the most of out here would be hair salons, churches, and of course, courthouses. So I was walking down the street and I met this gentleman. And so, sir, you're a local here?
Yeah. My name's John Ward.
Okay. And is your family from here and everything?
Well, I got 2 sisters living. One lives in Virginia, one lives, my brother lives in Pike County, and I got a brother living in Moorhead.
Okay. And what is your favorite thing about living in Inez?
Oh, the drugs ain't as bad as they used to be.
Would you say the locals here are really friendly?
Yeah.
And where do you go if you want something good to eat besides home-cooked meals?
I go further, Ronnie Fletcher, they got a restaurant, they got one right across the street there.
And what's that place called?
Inez Dirty Bar.
Oh, I passed that place. That's pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta go get my dinner in a little bit. Get some big pieces of catfish.
Oh, nice. Is it expensive?
No.
Okay. Well,
I used to get it right there at the Master Piece Kitchen, but they closed down.
I heard there's a Mexican restaurant out here too. You ever been there?
No.
Never been there?
It's up the street up Black Hog, I think, up towards Black Hog, I think.
Okay.
McDonald's, they got McDonald's, and they got a Dairy Queen down this way.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put this video on the internet, and so people from the U.S. and different countries will see it.
It's a lovely town.
Okay. Well, sir, I appreciate your time. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I just noticed that John's hat here has an interesting feature. It was lighting up. All the lights stopped now. There it goes. It's lighting up. There we go. Let's go check out the Dairy Drive-In. Hey, how you doing? Let me get a strawberry shortcake, please. That'll be it. 2. Thank you, sir. That looks good. Now, this is pretty cool, just sitting out here. The weather is so nice. Sitting here at a picnic table in a little Appalachian town, having a strawberry shortcake. They put ice cream in it here, which I didn't grow up having that with a strawberry shortcake. It was just shortcake, strawberries, and whipped cream. But if they want to throw a little ice cream on there, I'm not complaining. It's a tasty treat.
Bonbons in your closet must really embarrass you. So to save face, I don't see why you don't get naked with me. Take back the business. This was something that I never.
Some of the locals there in Inez told me that if I come out here, I'm likely to see some wild animals. They said bear, wild horses, deer, a whole variety of animals. And I have seen some big piles, I mean really big piles of some kind of animal dung on the side of the road. So I'm just gonna drive back here, park, find an open spot, park for a while, and see if we see anything. So I just pulled off the side of the road. You can see I'm looking out here at this big field. There's a coal company over there, and I talked to the guy out there and asked him, where these animals pop out. He said just pretty much anywhere, but I'm not here at the ideal time of day. It's early morning and late evening. It's not quite late enough for them yet, but you never know. I'm gonna hang out for a few minutes, see what we see, if anything. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll get to stand out here and look at some beautiful nature, so it's a win-win for me. I did see a big old pile of shit here, and I asked the guy, that worker that I just saw, he said this is from the wild horses out here. I've seen a lot of horses in my life, but I've never seen a wild horse. That would be pretty neat to see. Well, I don't think we're gonna see anything, and I don't feel like standing here for 3 hours. I mean, at least we got to see a pile of horse shit, right? I mean, that is proof that there are animals out here. All right, guys, well, I guess that's gonna pretty much wrap up this visit to Inez. I've had a really interesting day. I'm still kind of taken aback by how friendly all the people were there. I mean, everybody in this whole region has been really nice, but it just seemed like in Inez, I just got into conversations with more people, and they were just literally like the nicest people you could ever meet. So I hope you guys enjoyed that tour. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I've got a lot more adventures on the way. Of course, most of my travel videos are based in China, but that said, every chance I get, I visit other countries as well, and I'm always glad to have you guys along. So this was episode 9. This was the bonus episode of my Grand Appalachian tour. What an amazing experience it's been. So glad that I did this. It's been a bucket list item of mine for probably like 20 years now. So with all that said, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. You guys stay happy, healthy, and blessed. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.
I want to give an extra special thanks to all of my YouTube members and Patreon supporters for their help in keeping this channel financially sustainable. A huge thank you to all supporters from the $1 tier on up through the higher tiers. I want to give an extra special acknowledgement to my PCO tier members. And lastly, a huge shout out to my top tier supporters, Lee, Martin S., David is Dawei, and 有爱心的外国人. Oh, and just so you know, you guys rock.
What do you look for beyond the sea, grasshopper?